Mentioned earlier, the St. Clair Saints men's cross-country team won the national championship recently, making history for the school, being the first team to do so. Here to tell us a little bit about that is two-time All-Canadian Tyler Jones and the person who placed 13th at the national championships, Andre Thomasian. So, gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
First and foremost, congratulations on making history, on being the national champions in cross-country. Tyler, as the points were coming in, as the points were being totaled up, how did it feel when you guys finally found out that you guys were the national champs?
We honestly we couldn't believe it. It was an unreal moment. We was overwhelmed with emotion for sure. We just couldn't believe we'd won it, and we just come there and did what we needed to do on the day. Definitely, we all ran well, and it was a good experience for all of us.
Absolutely. Now, Andre, of course, we were running up in Toronto. It was really wintry conditions, really cold. Kind of a classic cross-country race for the end of the year. Tell us a little about the elements and how it might have affected the race, but you guys ultimately pulled through, right?
Yeah, so 2 minutes before the start of the race, it just started snowing down really hard on us. It was really tough to see, actually, and that affected our performance a lot. But the course was also very muddy too, so it was very slippery.
Absolutely, and of course, through the early parts of the course, one of your teammates actually went down and suffered a pretty good fall. Unfortunately for Sador, who was the OCAA Rookie of the Year, he took a tumble. Was that in your guys' mind at all, or are you just trying to shake it off and just know that he's going to get up and just get back going?
We didn't actually see him fall. We found out afterwards that he fell. We were like, oh, hopefully he's okay and stuff. And afterwards we found out he had a bit of a concussion afterwards, and we were all a bit worried for him. But, we were happy he was okay. He came to the banquet afterwards and had a good time, so it was good.
Absolutely. So your top four scores, CCAA, your top four scores make your total score. So 10, 13, 15, and 16. That's an incredible number for you guys to pull off at the national championships. What do you credit your good runs to? Is it training from Coach Paul Boots? Is it running at Malvern Hill? What do you credit that just your great season? Because you guys went undefeated throughout the regular year. You didn't drop a meet the entire season. Pretty special.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was we did a lot of hills this year. Like compared to last year, a lot of our firsts were flat, and we just did a lot of speed and long intervals and stuff. This year was just a lot of long intervals with just hills combined in there, long steep ones. So yeah, definitely the coaches too, though. Yeah, they give us a good work ethic mentally and physically. So yeah, happy for that. Definitely thankful.
What do you think, Andre?
Yeah, I think we owed a lot to our coaches. We had a really good coaching staff this year, and we had a great team that pushed each other each and every practice because we knew what we wanted to do, and we just worked really hard to get it.
Absolutely, and of course, the gold medal was not in the bag, so to speak. Of course, through a couple kilometers, you guys were down by 29 points. Halfway through the race, you're down by 12 points, and it all came down to the sprints at the end, the last 500 meters or so, kind of dishing it out and really battling to the line. Pretty exciting race to be a part of, wouldn't you say, Tyler?
Yeah, it was definitely. I came across the line, I was just waiting for the rest of the guys to come across, and I saw Andre come across the line in 13th, and I was like, wow, he just had the race of his life. And then I saw Ricky and Thor coming in exactly at the same time, sprinting past I don't know how many guys they passed, 12 in the last 100 meters, and I was like, I think we got it, but we just gotta wait for a few minutes to find out. So yeah, it was pretty overwhelming for sure, but it was good.
Absolutely. Andre, what was kind of the emotion like when you guys finally realized you're doing the math in your head and Coach Paul Boots comes over and says, boys, we did it. You guys finally accomplished your goal.
I was really eager to find out the final results there, and I don't know, I was a little bit scared because there was a team from Calgary, Alberta that was right on our tails all race, but I was really excited when we found out we won.
Absolutely. It must have been a fun night for you guys. Talk about kind of the emotion at the banquet after, and you soak in the race after, but it's not really final until you go to the cross-country banquet at the end of the night. You get your trophy, and of course this beautiful trophy right here. What did it feel like to be able to raise this at the end of the day and get your championship medals here? Pretty special moment?
It was pretty incredible, yeah. This year they did something different, actually. They took all the individual champions and team champions out, and they walked them around the banquet hall and stuff, and then they called the champions up later to get their medals and stuff like that. And it was pretty special for sure. It didn't really sink in until probably 4 or 5 days afterwards that we'd actually won it. So
wow.
Yeah.
And of course, this is the second time that you've won an All-Canadian award, Tyler.
Yeah.
What's more special to you, being an All-Canadian? Like last year, you were the OCAA Rookie of the Year, won an All-Canadian. This year, you're an All-Canadian as well. Is it more special being named a national champion?
Oh, definitely. I think when you win with the team, it's more when you win with a group of people. I learned this year because in high school I didn't really have much of a team and stuff, but when you win with a group of people, it's really special because you can just share it with them, and all the hard work that you put in together throughout the season, and yeah, it was pretty amazing. Honestly, it's definitely better than winning when just you, I think, for sure.
And of course, Andre, this is a historic moment for the program. First time ever that you guys have won the national championship. Talk to us about kind of the history and kind of history and St. Clair's college history. Really something that probably won't sink in for a while, but it's obviously a really probably a high point of your career, correct?
Yeah, it's a very high point. Like, just making history with such a great group of guys is just unreal.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the St. Clair Saints recently, at a basketball game, they honored you at halftime. You guys got to unveil your banner at the school. Now the piece is there, the history's there. That's always going to be there. And obviously, you guys earned that through your blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak. What is it like seeing this group come together in August, and then at the middle of November saying, "Oh, geez, we accomplished our goal"? What do you think, Ty?
It was, I remember we all came together in August, and I was like, okay, we got a good team this year, and I think we have a shot to be in range of medaling, but when we actually, I think after OCs, we kind of reflected afterwards, and we were like, okay, we actually have a shot to win this thing. We all just have to run our hardest on the day, make it happen, and, the fact that it actually happened was just pretty amazing to share with all of them, for sure.
Of course, it's 6 members on the team, and I'm sure through every single training run that you guys are pushing each other and trying to make each other better. If you guys didn't have that inner competition amongst you guys, do you think that you guys would be able to accomplish this? Out of one of you guys, Andre, what do you think?
Yeah, we definitely push each other throughout the season, and I think knowing that we had a really good chance to win gold at Nationals really did help us to be motivated during practices.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
How much did Coach Paul Boots get you guys here, so to speak, kind of motivate you throughout the year, saying, hey, you've got the talent, but you guys really need to work for it? I'm sure having someone like that motivating you and guiding you is a big factor, because unfortunately some programs don't have as good of a coach as Coach Paul Boots. How much of a factor did he play into it?
I think a big factor was that he gives you the strength to believe in yourself instead of just telling you can do something well. He makes you believe in yourself, which I think is the most important thing a coach can give you, so definitely.
What do you think, Andre? What do you think that he did for you personally as a runner, getting you to this point to say, hey, I was 13th in the country, a national champ?
He definitely prepared us very well for the national championship, and we all knew what we needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And all the hard work and everything we put through this year, we actually did it.
That's incredible. Now you guys aren't done yet, right? Are you both going to nationals, or just you, Tyler?
I'm going. Yeah.
You're going to nationals now. You have to bump up your distances, right? You got to go from 8 kilometers at CCAAs. You got to go up to 10 kilometers now in Kingston.
No,
right?
it's still 8, but it's my last year being a junior. So if I went next year, it'd be 10 kilometers. But the competition's also very strong there too. So I've got to put together a good race there too. So I'm hoping to do that for sure.
Gonna wear your St. Clair, your green at the event, or you gonna have to rep your club?
Yeah, I'll bring some stuff for sure, just to go around the town with and stuff, because Kingston's a nice town, right? We'll go out the night before and just have a look around and stuff, but I'll wear my UX stuff too for sure, but still very proud of my team, definitely.
Absolutely. Now, of course, this kind of sets the stage for perhaps a repeat next year. How many of you guys are returning next year, and is the mindset now, hey, we can go back to back if we really put our minds to it? How many of you guys coming back, you think?
I think I'm coming back for sure. You might be, and then I know Fedor Ricky are, and we're getting some good recruits in for sure. We just talked to a recruit yesterday who was seconded officer in the 1500. So yeah, it's the team's coming quite a dynasty for sure. Yeah, we're excited.
Absolutely. Now, of course, national championship. This is going to be in your memory for a long time. So I want to thank you guys for coming on the show and being a part of history at St. Clair College. As a St. Clair grad myself, it's a really proud moment. So thank you guys for putting all your effort in. And I'm sure everyone in Windsor Essex is really proud of you guys as well, too. So congratulations